आरती के लिए सब खड़े हो जाइए। आरती अति पावन पुराण की,
आरती अति पावन पुराण की,
धर्म भक्ति ज्ञान कान की,
धर्म भक्ति विज्ञान कान की,
आरती अति पावन पुराण की,
आरती अति पावन पुराण की,
धर्म भक्ति ज्ञान कान की,
धर्म भक्ति विज्ञान कान की,
महापुराण भागवत निर्मल,
महापुराण भागवत निर्मल,
सुख मुख विगलित निगम कल्प फल,
सुख मुख विगलित निगम कल्प फल,
परमानंद शुद्ध रसमय फल,
परमानंद सुधा रसमय फल,
लीला रति रस रस निधान की,
लीला रति रस रस निधान की, आरती अति पावन पुराण की, धर्म भक्ति विज्ञान कान की,
कलिमाल मथन त्रिताप निवारिणी,
कलिमल मथनि त्रिताप निवारिणी,
जन्म मृत्युमय भवभय हारिणी,
जन्म मृत्युमय भवभयहारिणी,
सेवक सतत सकल सुखकारिणी,
सेवक सकल सकल सुखकारिणी,
सुमहौषधि हरि चरित गान की,
सुमहौषधि हरि चरित ज्ञान की, आरती अति पावन पुराण की, धर्म भक्ति विज्ञान कान की,
विषय विलास मोह विनाशिनी,
विषय विलास विमोह विनाशिनी,
विमल विराग विवेक विकाशिनी,
विमल विराग विवेक विकाशिनी,
भागवत तत्व रहस्य प्रकाशिनी,
भागवत तत्व रहस्य प्रकाशिनी,
परम ज्योति परमात्मा ज्ञान को,
परम ज्योति परमात्मा ज्ञान को, आरती अति पावन पुराण की, धर्म भक्ति विज्ञान कान की,
परमहंस मुनि मन उल्लासिनी,
परमहंस मुनि मन उल्लासिनी,
रसिक हृदय रस रास विलासिनी,
रसिक हृदय रस रास
विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। वन्दे व्याससुतं देवं शिवरूपं महामुनिं केवलं ह्यनुकम्पार्थं भागवत प्रचारकम् भागवत प्रचारकम्। हरि ओम। रिद्धि सिद्धिदाता सिद्धि सदन वारण बदन सुमिरो बारंबार मदन कदन के लाल को गणपति कृपा निधान ज्ञान खानी आनंद भवन देहु मोहि वरदान वरनौ भाषा भागवत जय शिव आनंद कंद भूतनाथ भय हरण भक्ति वशैर्वन्द गौरहर मंगल करण हे ब्रज चंद्र मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरण पातौ भय बंद चरण शरण लीला कर जय 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 जगदीश सेवक शेष महेश जय महिमा अमित अभेद वेद वेद जानत नहीं देहु मोहि वरदान राधा वर यह वर सदा प्रेम भरी मुस्कान नित चित में घट रही मोहि चाहिए सचुनाही और वस्तु प्रभु जगत की बसी रहे मन माही यह बाकी झांकी सदा प्रिय लकुतिया हाथ गायन के पीछे फिरकर बाल बाल लिए साथ मोर मुकुट सिर पर धरे कर मुरली उरमाल शीश मुकुट कति पीत पता या छवि सोनंदलाल बस हृदय मम निशि दिवस गुरुपद रज धर शीश लहु भागवत की कथा जो शुक देव मुनीश कही परीक्षित नृपति सो, कही परीक्षित नृपति सो, कही परीक्षित नृपति सो।
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। हरि शरणम मम शरणम,
हरि शरणम
सब गाइए।
मम शरणम,
हरि शरणम मम शरणम,
हरि शरणम मम शरणम,
Hari Sharanam Mama Sharanam means Hari is my refuge. Hari Sharanam Mama Sharanam,
हरि शरणम मम शरणम,
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 Sharanam 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 Mama Sharanam,
शरणं 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 मम शरणं,
Sharanam 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 Hari Sharanam,
शरणं 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 मम शरणं,
Sharanam 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 Hari Sharanam,
शरणं 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 हरि शरणं,
Sharanam 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 Hari Sharanam,
शरणं 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 हरि शरणं,
Sharanam 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 Hari Sharanam,
शरणं 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 हरि शरणं,
Sharanam 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 Hari Sharanam,
शरणं 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 हरि शरणं,
Sharanam Sharanam Hari Sharanam,
शरणं शरणं हरि शरणं,
Sharanam Sharanam Hari Sharanam,
शरणं शरणं हरि शरणं,
वैकुंठ भगवान नारायण की
जय।
Okay, let me take some time now then to tell the meaning of this Harthi, because we get a little mix up in the end. So, This is new arti we are using now for the beginning, and then we are using the traditional arti at the end. I'm sure you all would know that traditional arti. That is very popular, and we grew up hearing that. Jai Bhagavat Bhagavan ki hai arti. Every child knows it. But this new arti, which has become popular recently, it says Arti Ati Pavan Puran Ki. So, we do Arti for this most sacred and holy Puran, which is called Bhagavad Puran. Art word in Sanskrit means affliction. Art. So it comes in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Arto jignasur arthaharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. Art, Sanskrit word, means afflictions. So when we wave the light between ourselves and Bhagavan like this, may the light of the Lord come. I'm showing the light, but may His light come to me and remove all of my afflictions. All afflictions are rooted in ajnan. Please remember this. This is the fundamental teaching of Vedanta, Upanishad, Veda. All afflictions in this world is rooted in ajnan, ignorance. In whichever form that affliction manifests, whichever form that sorrow manifests, the eventual, ultimate cause of that is avidya, ajnan. Avidya, ajnan, they are synonyms at the ordinary level, and it means ignorance. So I'm just saying, for example, let us say, well, I have arthritis, right? I have arthritis. Well, this might be art leftist. So I have whatever, like, it is paining. So we say, but I do, how ajnan causes that? That is sorrow, right? I'm having sorrow. So how ajnan, what is your connection, ignorance to that pain? That is just arthritis. I'm ignorant, not because I'm ignorant of something, that pain is caused. So that connection many times we can't make, but there's a direct connection. I am having pain here only because I consider this to be me. I am ignorant of my own true Satchidananda Swarupa. And because I am ignorant of my own Satchidananda Swarupa, I am taking myself to be this body. So if I take myself to be the body, and the body has pain, well, naturally I have pain, because this is me, I think. And the only way I think this is me is because I am ignorant of my own true self. So like that, any pain in some form like this will be explained as having its root in ajnan. Any sorrow, any affliction. So that arati, when we wave, we are telling the Lord, as I hold this light in front of you, may your light shine on me, and the light of knowledge, light of consciousness, may that shine on me and remove my ajnan, and so remove all my afflictions. This is arati. So here in Trinidad, this arati tradition is very strong. I think it is only since Chinmay Mission came here, we have arati only one time in the end. Otherwise, every other place we go, there is to be arati in the beginning and arati in the end. And for this yajna, we brought back the traditional thing. So we have arati in the beginning and arati also in the end. But this is why we do arati. So arati, ati pavan, this most holy and pure Puran, we do arati too. So may this Puran reveal to me the knowledge of Paramatma and remove the ignorance. And so I know I am Satchitananda, Satchit Swarup. I am not this body. So whatever affliction the body is having, I am not having. Like that. But that can only come when the ajnan, ignorance, is removed. Dharma Bhakti Jnana Khanaki. Khan means a repository. Repository of what? Dharma, Bhakti and Vijnan. Dharma means all righteousness, goodness, Bhakti, devotion. So this Bhagavad Puran is a repository, a storehouse, bhandar of dharma, bhakti, and vijnana means wisdom, ultimate wisdom. All of it, this Bhagavad is a storehouse of this thing, abode of all of these. Mahapurana Bhagavata Nirmal. Pure and holy, Nirmal word is coming also. Ati Pavan was coming just now. Pavan means pure, this Nirmal means, both of them mean pure only, without any mala, impurities. And this Mahapurana it is called. Just now it will be called some other names, we'll see. Mahapurana Bhagavata Nirmal. The great, see, of all the Puranas, none have become as popular as this Bhagavad Purana. Though in Trinidad, Shiv Purana is also very popular. Maybe next time we do Shiv Purana. But Shiv Purana is also very popular here. Sukha Mukha Vigalita Nigama Kalpa Phala. Sukha Mukha Vigalita. It means this most blissful Puran was melted from the heart of Shukadev and flowed through his lips to all of us. Sukhaya means Shukha. Shukha means Shukadev. It's like his heart is melting and flowing out, like that. The expressions are very poetic. Vigalita. Flowing and molten like that kind of thing. So from the mouth of Shukadev. That's why in the mantra we chant, Vande Vyasa Sutam Devam, Shivarupa Mahamunim. And the next line says, Kevalam Hyanukampartham. Only, nothing else, only because of his compassion. So his compassion is making this whole Puran flow out from his lips, from his mouth. Mukha. Mukha means mouth. Lips, like that. So, Sukha, Mukha, Vigalita, Nigamakalpa, Phala. This Bhagavad Puran is the wish-fulfilling tree of the Vedas. Nigama means Vedas. So, the Vedas is the, what you call the vast, limitless scriptures, and this Bhagavad Puran is the Kalpataru from that Vedas, the wish-fulfilling tree. It means to say it contains all the knowledge of the Vedas and all. And that's why in the next arti we saw, it's Panchama Veda Nirala. It is the fifth Veda. Panchama Veda Nirala. Unique, this Bhagavad Puran. So it is, in other words, if we get this Bhagavad Puran, it will fulfill every wish that we have. And of course, the ultimate wish is mukti only. Paramananda Sudha Rasa Maya Phala. And its result of studying this Bhagavad is Paramananda, the nectar of Paramatma, supreme bliss of Paramatma. Lila Rati Rasa Rasanithan Ki. It is the storehouse of all the great pastimes, the sublime or nectarine pastimes of the Lord Himself. Leela Rati Rasanithan, storehouse of all bliss of all the pastimes of Paramatma, of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, like that. And Kalimala Mathani Tritapa Nivarini. Kalimala Mathani, it means to say, the Bhagavat is that which removes all the impurities that we collect in this Kali Yuga in which we are living. And we saw the story, those of you who were there in the beginning, where the Kali Yuga is living in so many various places. In all the various, 5 places it is living, Kali Yuga. And then we get contaminated by all of these. All these great, all these places, living in this age and in this place and time. We cannot help but get contaminated. So this Bhagavad Puran is that which removes all the impurities of this Kali Yuga. And Tritapa Nivarini. There are 3 types of tapa, afflictions that come from 3 places. Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, and Adhyatmik. The afflictions that come from within. Something in our own mind. We go to sleep, there is nothing outside, no earthquake or nothing. When you're inside the mind, something come up and you go on thinking all night, you can't sleep. Adhyatmik it is called. Adi Bhautik and Adi Daivik. Adi Bhautik means all around. Mosquitoes and all. No, those people come from abroad, I guess. They had to negotiate with Trinidad mosquitoes. Adi Bhautik. And Adi Daivik means the last one, affliction that come from all, like just now in Colombia. Like these days we are hearing, every day we are hearing earthquake in a different place. What a devastating earthquake they had next door here in Venezuela just about a month ago. And 2 days ago in Colombia, right here, hundreds of people died. But these are all our neighboring countries. This is called Adi Daivik, means all the phenomenal forces, storm. All this rain we are having is because a storm is passing in the area. But the afflictions come from 3 different directions. It says here, Tritapa Nivarini, this Bhagavat. So if I chant Bhagavat, I study Bhagavat, I reflect on Bhagavat, I will say, block the storm or what? Or block the earthquake? Well, you better believe it. Because the power of prayer is unimaginable. The power of worship is unimaginable. It's just that we don't have the Shraddha, so we don't do it. Janma Mrityu Maya Bhava Bhaya Harini. And it is that scripture, this Bhagavat, is that which removes, eradicates Janma, Mrityu, and Bhaya. Birth, death, and fear, which are the characteristic features of Bhava, samsaric existence. Bhava is samsara. So, in samsara, these are the things that we go through. See, when the child is born, so Janma also is given here. When the child is born, we say, oh, that is a happy occasion. That is happy occasion. What samsara is that? It's happy for you. But you are not crying, the child is crying. It's happy for us. But that fellow is in misery. When he takes the first breath of air, it says, and the air goes into his lungs, it is a painful experience. Because in the womb, he doesn't have any air. And here he has to take first breath of air. So therefore he cries. And if he doesn't cry, well, we'll make him cry. We'll give him. So, Janma and Mrityu, Maya Bhava, the samsara is characterized by birth and death and Bhaya, fear. And I explained fear on one of the previous days. That is a big thing. So it removes, Bhagavat removes that. Sevata satata sakala sukha karini. And the one who keeps close to the Bhagavat, chants the Bhagavat, studies the Bhagavat, listens to the Bhagavat, sings the Bhagavat, who does this, he says, sukha karini. That person, this Bhagavat bestows sukha, joy on that. Sumahaushadhi, haricharita ganaki. It sings of all the great stories, kahanis, kathas of Hari, which are Sumahaushadhi. Sumaha Aushadhi. See, in 2 upasargas there, Su and Maha also. Because look here, if you are in some trouble, or like you see a beggar, or what do you call that? Not beggar, in Trinidad, what do you call it? Vagrant, right. We have special names for special people in Trinidad. It's a very colorful place, I tell you. I never hear any, like if you go to New York or Toronto and all, they'll not say vagrant, they'll say homeless. Right? But in Trinidad, if you say homeless, nobody will know what you're talking about. You mean to say a vagrant? Like that they will tell. And for those who go from place to place, taking small things here and there, they call them pipers. A nice name for all of them. But anyway, if you see a vagrant outside, right? You can give him some food. But a vagrant is usually a homeless person who is sleeping on the street, right? So the proper fix will be to give him a home, isn't it? Because he is homeless. The proper fix will be to give him. One fella One homeless fella, he went to look for a job. Because he's homeless and they're walking, so he went to look for a job and he finally found a job. After going to so many places, he found a job. And unfortunately, the job was to work from home. Poor fella, he's back to square one. What to say? No, so you can give him some food. If you find him on the street, you give him some food. But a more permanent fix would be to give him a home, because he's homeless. So giving him some food is good. And giving him a home is even better like that. So therefore, two upasargas are given that aushadhi. Aushadhi means some medicine, some, how you say, medicine only. Treatment, like that. Treatment, medicine, aushadhi, like herbal medicine. Recently somebody was telling me, what is the difference between bird flu and swine flu? Bird flu and swine flu. For bird flu, you have to get a treatment. And for swine flu, you have to get an ointment. Don't go and tell anybody I told you that thing. Or, anyway, so, in the same way as we are afflicted in samsara, like the homeless person is afflicted and he's there on the street, and there's a temporary fix and there's a permanent fix. Two levels of fixes. In the same way, we can be saved from afflictions and sorrow and all of this thing in this world, and we can also be saved from the world itself. So I can have a smooth life, a harmonious life, or I can come out from the cycle of birth and death all together. So this Bhagavata is the universal panacea for this, that is the word now, for Sumahaushati. Universal, permanent fix. So two upasargas are there. Like that. And what it consists of? All the kathas of Hari. We just have to go on listening to the kathas of the Lord. Sumahaushati, Hari Charita. Hari Charita and Hari Katha is same. Hari Charita Ganaki, it sings all of these. Vishaya Vilasam Vimoha Vinashini. A very wonderful line. See, it is Vinashini, it is the eradicator of. This Bhagavata is the eradicator of. Remover of. What? Vishaya Vilas and Vimoha. Vishaya Vilas means all our attachment to all the worldly material things in our life. Worldly materialistic attachments. Reveling in worldly materialistic things are called Vishaya Vilas. We love, and we go on multiplying it instead of. And you see the person, look, just now we were talking, we were sitting there talking, and we were talking about some place. There's a big city here in South America. So what they survive on that city survives only on making fake brand names. The whole industry, the whole city, it makes only like fake, all the brand names that you know, that you buy in all the stores and all, brand name, well, they do what we call copies. Fake, there's another name for that. Fake copies. And then they sell. So the person here who wants to have that brand name but doesn't want to pay $500 for it and just want to pay $100, so he could buy from there, right? But see, that is not the issue. The issue is this fellow has some inner attachment to that brand name. He feels that if I get that brand name, I will get like some kind of something. The brand name will do something for me. So that is called, that Vishaya Vilasa, reveling in worldly objects, is so subtle sometimes we don't know also. So if I don't get that brand name, I feel my personality has like depreciated if I didn't get the brand name. So that kind of thing is Vishaya Vilas, means I revel in all the worldly objects and all the things that are there in the world. And the next one is Vimoha. Vimoha means total delusion. We are deluded about so many things. So it says Vinashi. This Bhagavatam is meant to remove these two. And yesterday only I was telling, or the day before yesterday, that the person has to reflect and think that if he is searching for happiness in anything in this world except Paramatma, that is called, in proper good English, a wild goose chase. He is not going to find. Wild goose chase means you chase and find nothing. He is looking for happiness in anything in this world except, and the word for that is called as Durasha. Durasha, if you want to remember that, in simple language, false hope. False hope. I'm hoping to get happiness here, where it is not there. That is like the man looking for the needle under the street light. He lost the needle inside the house, but looking for it under the street light. Why? Because there is light there. That is Durasha, false hope. He is hoping to find needle there. He will not find. So, the person who is totally deluded sees happiness where it is not. Delusion means seeing things upside down. So this Bhagavat is to remove this delusion from the person. Vishaya Vilasa Vimoha Vinashini, Vimala Viraga Viveka Vikashini, and it grows and it bestows and reveals to all of us what? Vimala Virag and Vivek. Viveka Vairagya. These are the two first requirements for anybody studying Vedas, Upanishad. Viveka, Vairagya. These two things. And what pure Vairagya? Vimala, or you could take Vimala separate also, makes him pure. But pure Vairagya means true Vairagya, totally detached. I don't need this or that thing to make me feel happy or comfortable or make me feel complete. And this is the thing, we feel complete. And you know, in the West here where we grew up and all, people go on asking, when they, the wife comes or the husband comes, they ask them, so where is your better half? You heard that? Where is your better half? So what you have to start telling, right? From today, look here, I am not a half. I am a full. That's why we chant Purnamada. Purnamidam. Purna means full. Huh? From today, you have to stop considering yourself as half. Nobody is half. We are full. No, Swamiji. But you know, Bhagwan Shiva and Parvati, he is Ardhanarishwar. You know, he is half man and half woman. Are you a Shiva or what? When you become Bhagwan Shiva, you will give Parvati half of your body. That is okay. When we become Shiva, we'll do that. But nobody in this world is half. I am full Satchitananda Paramatma Brahma. Everybody is full. Like that you have to think. No half and all. So, we have to have pure Vairagya, detachment from everything, every person, every single idea, every, we hold many times belief systems and this and that. I should be detached from it totally. Like, for example, when you ride your car and you go to your office, your destination is your office. The destination is the office. When I get to the parking lot, I leave the car and I walk into the office. You can't take it so attached to the car, we'll take it up also and we go inside the office. Anybody does? No, it means to say the car is just a means to some other goal. The goal is the office. Here also, everything on this earth, everything in our life, they should be seen as means to reach the higher goal. What happens is that we forget the goal and we get caught up with the means. That is the problem of the human being. So the one who really detaches from all the means and attaches to the goal, he is the one who has Vairagya. So Vimala Viraga Viveka Vilasini. Viveka means discrimination. So what we are doing now is discriminating. When we are doing all this reflection, we are discriminating between what is right, what is not right, what is true, what is not true, what is permanent, what is not permanent, what is temporary and ephemeral, and what is staying forever. Trikala Tishtati, Sat. So we are discriminating between Sat and Asat, real and unreal, like that. So this is called Viveka, to discriminate properly. Right. So this Bhagavata is that which reveals these two to us. Vimala Viraga, Viveka, Vikashini. And then Bhagavata Tattva Rahasya Prakashini. And it reveals and enlightens us, this Bhagavat, with Tattva Rahasya, the bliss or the essence of the Paramatma, the reality. Tattva is the reality. Reality behind the universe. So, by studying Bhagavat, listening to Bhagavat, reading Bhagavat like that, chanting Bhagavat, the Tattva Rahasya will be revealed to us. And it is true, Revelation is an amazing thing. To all the great scientists and all who discovered things, it is because of their closeness with that thing, it was revealed to them. The knowledge is already there. Knowledge is coexistent with the universe. Nobody can create knowledge or destroy knowledge. Knowledge is coexistent with the universe. I just have to develop a closeness with any part of the universe, and the knowledge of that part will reveal itself to me. Just like in any individual. If I become close with any individual here, any individual in the audience, I become close. After some period of time, I'll be able to know all their business. They will tell me how much money they have in the bank also. Closeness brings revelation. So, it says, Bhagavata Tatra Rahasya Prakashini, the Bhagavat will reveal itself to a person, reveal the Tattva, the essence of the Paramatma to this person, but the person has to get a closeness to the Bhagavat, otherwise nothing will be revealed. Zero will be revealed. Parama Jyoti Paramatma Jnanaki, and it is supreme light of knowledge of Paramatma, this Bhagavat. And now in these days, we did not, maybe still have tomorrow, we did not do any of those serious jnana portion, like for example Kapila Muni giving jnana to Devahuti, and I just mentioned his name. But there pure Upanishad only he is giving. He is revealing the Parama Tattva to his mother Devahuti. Kapila was also an incarnation of Bhagwan. So whatever he is speaking in one of the previous chapters and all is all Upanishad only. So that is what the meaning of Parama Jyoti Paramatma Jnana. He is giving Jnana of Paramatma to his mother, like that. Then Paramahamsa Muni Mana Ullasini. It brings joy and glee to the minds of all the Paramahamsa, the great. We saw the word Paramahamsa in one of the previous days also. Hamsa, Paramahamsa and all, like that. Different appellations are given for different people. So it brings joy and happiness to all of the great Munis and Rishis and all, Paramahamsa Muni. And then Rasika Hridaya Rasa Rasa Vilasini. And for those who are Rasika, Rasika means those who revel in the bliss of bhakti and devotion to Bhagavan. He is called Rasika. So this Bhagavata is dancing in their heart, as it were. Of who? Those people who revel in the bliss of devotion to Bhagavan. That bliss is called as ras here. In their heart, this Bhagavat is there, dancing as it were. Bhukti Mukti Rati Prema Sudasini. And Bhagavat is Sudadas. Das means a servant. Bhagavat is Sudas. It's a perfect servant of what? Devotion, reveling, bhukti and mukti. In other words, it serves to bring all of these. Bhagavat serves to bring. Bhukti means all of our worldly requirements. Roti, kapara or makan. Worldly requirements. Bhagavad Gita in 9th chapter also, he says, if you just surrender to me, I will take care of all your things. Why are you worried about that? You go on worrying too much about all things in the world. You surrender to me, I will take care of it. So the Bhagavata is that which takes care of all of our worldly things, bhukti. And then mukti, our enlightenment, liberation. It also takes care of all our devotion, bhakti, prem. It means to say everything is here in this Bhagavat. This is the meaning. Katha kinchana priya sujanaki. And it is loved by those who are, by two types of people are given here. The Katha of Bhagavat is loved by these people who are akinchana, and those who are sujan, the wise sujan. Akinchana means those who are with nothing. Akinchana means destitute, literally. But those people with nothing, like parivrajaka sadhus and babas, they just walk about with nothing. They have a little. That is why you hear in Trinidad there's a word that has evolved. It's called jaji bundle. Have you heard that? Jaji bundle means a little bundle that they kept on a stick. It is really jahaji bundle because they came in a jahaj, which is a ship from Bharat, and they came with a little bundle like that, and there was nothing else. So that jahaji bundle, which is a little bundle which they came with on their shoulder like this, was all that they possessed. And from that jahaji bundle, you will hear in Trini, people say, where are you going with that jahaji bundle? Where are you going with that jahaji bundle? So it means you have a little bundle only, that little bundle. So there are many parivrajaka sadhus and swamis and babajis, and they just walk about with a little bundle. And wherever night comes, they sleep there. And next day they go. They are called as akinchana. They have nothing. Those who are totally devoid of any worldly possessions and all of that. Yeah, in context. So this Bhagavat is loved by them and loved by Sujan. But Tutsiraji loved this word Sujan. This comes so many times in Ramayana. Sujan, those are the wise people. Sushtu, Jnana, who have proper knowledge, wise. Right, this is the Bhagavat Arti which we have been singing every night. And now I don't have to. Right. So we were seeing then previously how Bhagavan Shri Krishna went on killing all of these various asuras, one after the next. We saw when he killed that Trinavarta, last one. Radhe 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 Govinda
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 Krishna Mukunda
Krishna Mukunda
Bala Govinda
Bala Govinda
Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. Okay. So in the story of Bhagwan Shri Krishna being tied to the Oakley and pulling the Oakley here and there, I had mixed up that with Shishupala and Dantavakra. But it is really the two sons of Nalakubara and Manigriva. These are two sons of Kuber. Now, I don't know if you know who is Kuber. Kuber is the Minister of Finance of Indra. He deals with all the money and all that. He has the khazana. What do you call it? The treasury there. With all the gold and all that kind of thing. He is the Lord of Wealth. Kuber. So he had two sons, Nalakubara and Manigriva. And these two fellas, they were, well, and I was talking about that in previous satsang and all that kind of thing. The art of parenting has to be learned. All new parents who are coming up, you please learn that. The art of parenting. And when children are spoiled from birth, then later on it is not going to be possible to when a little sapling is bent, that time you have to straighten. You can't straighten after it has become a big tree. You're leaning like that. You will not be able to straighten it. So Kuber did not straighten these two fellows, Nalakubara and Manigriva. And so they were, because their father, he is the treasurer of the heavens. He is the one who controls all the wealth, lot of wealth and money and this and that. Well, they became totally spoiled. And one day, Naradji was passing and they were bathing in a lake with a lot of women, and they were drunk also. And quickly the women covered up themselves when Naradji, because the great sage was passing, a most divine, shining sage passing. And the women quickly covered themselves up, and these two fellows went on laughing. Oh, who is this? They went on looking at Narad and laughing. Narad gave them a shrap. And of course, the arrogance is what is to be removed by a severe sharp. So the two of them became trees, very close to this Vraj. Naradji also knowing that Bhagavan Shri Krishna will take birth there later on. And after they go through that great torment of being trees, go through real torment. You don't imagine, you don't think about it. But quickly when the sun is hot, we go on looking for some tree to go under, and the tree cannot go anywhere to look for anything. We look for some tree to take refuge, isn't it? Shade. And the tree cannot do anything. Storm, sun, animals, people with gilpin. Anybody pass it a gilpin also? The trees really go through torment. So this Nalakubara and Manigriva, they had become trees there. And it was Bhagavan Shri Krishna pulling that Oakley and all, he brought them down. And so he freed the two of them. After a long yuga, they stood there and suffered like anything. That is why you have to be nice to trees. And the human species, what onslaught we have unleashed on trees and all, it is amazing. In here, Trinidad's flora and fauna is the same as the Amazon, because Trinidad used to be part of Venezuela, and this Amazon starts from here, and it is going down all the way to Argentina. So it's a big expanse of forest. You know what the people who study this, historians, what they tell? One historian in South America only told, the existing forest, this Amazon, is only 7% of what it was when the colonial people came. How much we have destroyed. Only 7% is remaining. So we go on destroying trees and all. So it is okay if we have to cut trees to make this and make that and make the other thing. But if I cut one, I should plant two. Because we have to cut to do certain things. But human beings are not like that. We cut, and we feel that if we cut it, the people in North America feel if they go South America and they destroy the forest for mining and everything, it will affect the people in South America only. It will not affect North America. And that is not true. It affects everybody. So, trees have really suffered at the hands of people. Trees actually suffer in general. So Bhagavan Shri Krishna now freed these two of them by pulling them down with this Oakley to which he was tied. Even a simple act like that of the Lord, no, I don't know what you would say, but as a child, I know what I would say. Oh, she tied me to this. I'm going to pull this thing now. She tied me to this Oakley. I'm going to pull this and go, and he's still going. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna pulled that, and then even in that type of act also, he's freeing these people. Look at that. After this Manigriva and Nalakubara and all, that Vatsasur came. Vatsasur. So these two of them represent arrogance, and especially arrogance from possession. You see, anything a human being gets, that thing is liable. It need not, but is liable to lend arrogance to that person. It means to say, based on that thing, now he develops arrogance. So that may be any little thing that another person doesn't have. Anything, huh? That is an amazing thing of the human psyche. We have to look at that very closely. Because, like, I'll just give you a simple example, my simple example. As children, we used to play marbles, you know. So you all know the size of a marble. We're playing marble. For win, if you win that other fellow, you take all his marbles. Things like that. I do not know what happened back in the 70s, in the early 70s. Somebody came out with a big marble like that. From that size, it came like big marble. We used to call it a tumbler. Tumbler. Well, I got my hand on a tumbler. And now, see, I am the same person that was there yesterday. Today I have not changed. I am the same person. But now I am coming with a tumbler. And so now I am strutting with a different type of confidence, you know. Based on what now? Tumbler. See, so because of some possession which came to me yesterday, that has done something, but it's the same person. But he has now conjured up something in his mind which makes him feel that these fellows who have all these small marbles, that they are nothing. Today I will. Because when I roll that tumbler one time, I'll clear a ring. So it only takes a marble. It only takes a marble for a fellow to lose his marble. Easy. So any possession can make a person become arrogant. Anything. And that sometimes becomes dangerous. You know? That is an amazing thing. I remember one fellow was telling. So I'm telling anything can be. There was a gas shortage at that time, right? Sometime, well, in Trinidad we don't know gas shortage, but I remember long ago in the 70s or 80s or something, there was a gas shortage. Something had happened, maybe the union strike or something, and gas shortage. So one man was able to go with a container and buy gas and store it at the back of his house. So he was also now strutting with a great style. That I have gas and nobody has gas. But that thing is dangerous. Only some child or somebody has to go to the back, because back of the house is not place to store gas. That's why we have gas and gas station. Somebody just has to go to the back there and strike a match or something. And then, kaboom. So sometimes, whatever that possession is that is giving us that arrogance, that thing could be very dangerous. And it brings untold misery to everybody. So we have to look and see. Now, this is Nalakubara and this Manigriva, son's possession of wealth and arrogant. And even for a sage now to show this arrogance. So he gave that sharp. So then, in other words, like here, see. You know, when we're fixing nice old Jeeps and all, sometimes we have to go and get some old parts. So when you get these old parts and all, they have something called surface rust. There is something called surface rust. And there is something called pitted rust. Pitted rust means that thing has dug into the metal itself and is... Now, you know, it's surface rust. We just take some water and we wash it out. You take the rust remover and you just put a little coating and wash it, it will go out. Pitted rust, and nothing getting out that thing. Tough to take a hammer and chisel to take it out. So in the very same way, if the arrogance is surface arrogance, it will go away very easily. Beta, aisa mat karna. You should meet on you. Don't do like this. And then he said, "Theek hai, Babaji. I would not do it again." Surface arrogance, it just goes away. But then, if that arrogance is deep-seated, well then, some severe method. So that's what Narad gave that shot. Otherwise, people. Last day I said something about Narad. When I went outside, people were saying, "Well, how Narad could do that?" So dire circumstances will require dire method, isn't it? Like that. So he had to do and all. So don't think Narad did anything bad. He gave them, he actually blessed them. Because they are now freed by Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself. After that now, who came? Vatsasura. Vatsa means a little calf. He came among Bhagavan Shri Krishna's herd of cows as a little calf, this Rakshas, this demon. He came as a little calf. And among the calf and all, he is there looking for an opportunity to kill Krishna. Look at that. Krishna has love for calves also. And he came as a calf to kill Bhagavan Shri Krishna. But Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he quickly recognized him in the herd. He quickly recognized him in the herd there and grabbed him by his back leg like this. And there was a tree there. Taram! He finished in the Vatsasura. So they said that Vatsasura in our tradition represent all this. And soon after that Bakasur. They represent, deceit, and two of them are coming one after the next. We'll see maybe in tomorrow. No? Means you come as something else. Come as something else. When we come as something else, Bhagavan will never recognize. Hanumanji went in front of Bhagavan Sri Ram as a brahmachari. And Hanumanji is Kapi. But he went in front of Bhagavan Sri Ram as a brahmachari. Bhagavan Sri Ram did not recognize him. He asked, "Who are you?" Bhagavan Ram asked, "Who are you?" And Hanumanji was pained by that, because he said, "Prabhu, you are the one who cast me in this sansar. You are the one who put me to go through the cycle of birth and death and samsara and bhava and all of that, and you don't recognize me also." So he was pained by that thing. And the moment he took the monkey form, reverted back to monkey form, Bhagavan recognized him. That story is very nice, because it's telling that when we take some other form, we pretend to be anything other than what we are. The end result of that is some kind of trouble. The trouble is going to come down the road for sure. So he is a asura, but he came there as a calf. When we were little children, we used to hear a story called wolf in sheep clothing. Have you heard that story? A wolf in sheep clothing. Well, those type of stories, they don't have a good ending. So this is what happened to Bakasura. He came there, Vatsasur, and then Bakasura is a crane, a bird. Another one came as a bird. Two of them taking different forms, or pretending to be something other than what they are. So, and they're coming one after the next. We should just be the good old me, We should, but with a good old me, good old whoever we are, like that, rather than be something else. Bhagavan removed both of them. All right. So like that goes a list of asuras going on and there's no end there. This is the beginning of the 10th canto. Out to the end also, he's still removing asuras. And 10th canto is big. Removing asuras, those who have all of these durguna. So now one more thing. And last thing, and then we'll have the puja and all. The Bhagavad Gita also, like this Bhagavad, now is giving all of these bad qualities of these bad guys and all of them. And we say, and human being is like this, right? I remember, I don't know how many of you remember, but Gabbar Singh was such a bad fellow. Gabbar Singh in Sholay was such a bad man, right? And in the end, when they caught him, that Dharmendra was giving him good licks, right? Good blows. Everybody in the movie theater, we had gone to a movie theater in Barakpur named Tyrol in Barakpur. And when Dharmendra started beating that Gabbar Singh in the end there, and everybody in the theater said, yeah, give him. Everybody said, give him more, like that. Because everybody want to see that all the bad things that he did, that he gets some blows to take revenge for everything that he had been doing. So human being has this thing naturally in them, like that. And that is because we are very good at seeing all the shortcomings and all the, durgunas, undesirable traits and all of that in other people, but we are not able to see that in ourselves. So now when all of these durgunas are given, and these bad guys are shown, and this one has arrogance, and that one has anger, this one has deceit and conceit, and all the other things, they have this and all of that. And in Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan gives a whole long list. Please remember, when they are given, it is not for me to see, these lists are not given for me to see, oh yeah, I know this fellow who has arrogance. Oh yeah, I know this fellow who has conceit. Oh yeah, not like that. It is given, they are given to see how much of each one of them I have. We will be having all of them in some degree. Some more, some less. So the scripture becomes a mirror. When you look in a mirror, you don't see your neighbor, no? When I look in a mirror, I see myself. So let me see how much of this arrogance I have, how much of this deceit I have, how much of this worldly attachment I have, how much like that. The scripture is meant for that, not for me to see, well, this one have that and that one have that, like that. So don't go on thinking now, yeah, I have a neighbor, that fellow, he just like Bakasur, He resembles Bakasur too. Like that. All right. Okay, now we'll have the Havan here and we have Bhajan here. We have? Okay. Go ahead.
अधिकारी नाम की उससे भी न्यारी। नाम जप ऋषि संत पुरारी, नाम जप ऋषि संत पुरारी। मन जब तो ताजी चिंता सारी, मन जब तो ताजी चिंता सारी, मन जब तो ताजी चिंता सारी, मन जब तो ताजी चिंता सारी। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। मधुर मनोहर नाम प्रभु का, मधुर मनोहर नाम प्रभु का। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी।
Nice. What rag is this? Ready?
Hari Om. Please all stand Purnoti. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaevatina Ghantavyam Brahmakarma Samadino Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishte. Om Sarve Puragam Swaha, Sarve Puragam Swaha, Om Sarve Puragam Swaha.
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
हरि गान यही वरदान यही,
हरि गान यही वरदान यही,
जग के मंगल की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये सुख करनी, ये दुख हरनी,
ये सुख करनी, ये दुख हरनी।
ये मधुसूदन की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये मधुर बोल जगपंग खोल, सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
ये मधुर बोल जगपंग खोल, सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही,
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही।
प्रभु के महिमा की
आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल।
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 मंगलम भगवान विष्णु, मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज, मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं, मंगलाय तनो हरि पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये। हर हर महा